think, oh yeah, all these numbers, go and calculate ratios, calculate, I call it magic numbers. But when you actually go through them, okay, the other thing you must take note is, you must understand they actually tell you a story. Alright? And later on, I'll share with you how you can interpret the story from between the lines. Okay, you want to learn that?
Yes.
Personal finance statement like this. You have your income, you have the expenses, yes? Okay? And then you have your asset and liability, they must balance. Alright? In a way. Okay? And what happened is this. This one to me, it is what I call very basic, very fundamental. Okay? And what you need to do is this. If you take it to a personal level, okay? Your income, okay, is your income. Okay, your expenses. So your income minus the expenses, what do you have left? At the personal level first. Savings, right? Savings. Can you add in just a line below savings? And okay, on your balance sheet, okay, your assets, your liability, okay, your assets minus your liability will be your net worth. Your assets minus your liability will be your what? Net worth. Alright? Now, why do I want to actually share this with you is this? Because, take note, in a company, alright, the income is the what? Revenue. Okay? We are coming to all these terms, because some of you may not be familiar with the terms. I want to relate them to a personal level first so that you know where we're coming from. Okay? Your income is like your revenue in a company. Alright? Money coming in. Alright? Your expenses, all the money flowing out for certain things. Alright? And in the end, your profits, take note. The profit is actually your savings, at a personal level. You don't realize that?
Yeah.
This is a very, very fundamental point that a lot of people miss. Okay? They focus on making a lot of income. Focus on making a lot of what? Income. Alright? And it's good. Okay, you focus on making a lot of income. But if you don't manage your expenses, alright, ultimately at the end of the day, your savings will be very little. It's the same in the company. Some companies are very good at making a lot of revenue, but their expenses are so high, in the end they make what? Not much. Okay, or even make losses. Okay? So that's why a lot of, in my own personal experience, a lot of entrepreneurs, they have this tendency. Alright? They are very good at making high revenue, right? But yet at the same time, they are pretty thrifty, pretty frugal. Alright? Maybe they may not seem that way because they have reached a certain level, but to them, they actually save a lot of money. Okay? That's why they have this tendency to be very thrifty and frugal. Okay, savings. Like Ken, he said he has 3 years savings. Then I asked myself, I said, hey, I wouldn't do that. I mean, for me, I only have 6 months. But I said, why do you want to put your money, hang down there, not working hard for you, alright? But that's his comfort level for him because he's running. His business requires that. Alright. Okay. And your assets, your liability, and your net worth in a company context. Alright. Typically, this is not called net worth, it's called equity. It's called what? Equity. Alright? So when you see, okay, in a company, when they say, oh, total equity is how much? Actually, they're talking about the net worth of the company. Alright? The net worth of the company. Alright? But that's just a gauge for you to understand. Alright? Along the way, you will see, hey, how come there's more to it. Right? Not just looking at the net worth itself.